Celebrating academic excellence. This is the University of North Dakota's Spring Commencement Ceremony for graduate degree students. Welcome to the University of North Dakota's General Commencement Ceremony for graduate degree students. 8 times a year, the university conducts commencement ceremonies to celebrate the success of our students. Thank you for participating in today's ceremony. To honor our students, please place your cell phones in vibrate or turn them off. We have a very large audience here today. If you must leave your seats, please be considerate of others around you. Enthusiasm for your graduate is understandable and encouraged. However, we ask that you do not use air horns during the ceremony. The harsh sound can be disturbing to some of our guests. Our procession will include music by pianist Brent Hermans. Please stand as the candidates for degrees enter the auditorium. A UND faculty member, chosen from the ranks of the Chester Fritz Distinguished Professors, carries the university flag and leads the commencement procession. Our flag marshal is Tom Moore, Professor and Associate Dean for Health Sciences. International and tribal flags characterize the rich diversity of UND's campus. Our flag bearers represent the nations who are part of today's graduating class. The University of North Dakota was founded 6 years before North Dakota became a state. The original handwritten charter is preserved in the UND archives. A facsimile of the charter is being carried by Charter Marshal Trace Dahlman. The candidates for degrees in the School of Graduate Studies are accompanied by Dean Grant McJimsey and representatives of the graduate faculty. Dean McJimsey also serves as the Vice President for Research and Economic Development. The mace of the University of North Dakota symbolizes the institution's authority to grant degrees. It is made out of oak from the university's first building, Old Main. The mace precedes President Mark Kennedy and other members of the platform group. The mace is carried by the Grand Marshal, Tiffany Metzger. Wearing a medallion that carries the official seal of a university is a practice that dates back to the Middle Ages. The UND seal is worn as part of the President's regalia and represents our institution as a symbol of authority. The chain which supports the medallion includes the names of all former UND presidents. UND President Mark Kennedy wears the official seal during today's ceremony. His regalia include 4 chevrons on the sleeves, a distinction reserved for university presidents. President Kennedy is accompanied by members of the platform who will be introduced when the ceremony begins.
I'm Mark Kennedy, President of the University of North Dakota. Welcome to the University of North Dakota's 2018 Spring Commencement Ceremony. We are pleased you are gathered here to celebrate the academic achievements of our UND graduates receiving their doctoral and master's degrees. Please remain standing while Haley Olson comes to the podium to sing America the Beautiful. America the Beautiful is heard on our campus at 8 a.m. every day, played by our carillons, located on the roof of Twomley Hall. So it's fitting that we include it in today's ceremony. Haley, who is from Crosby, North Dakota, is a senior with a double major in music education and vocal performance. We thank her for sharing her musical talents with us here today. Wow, what wonderful talent, a great example of the talent we have here in the room as graduates of the University of North Dakota. Please be seated. Again, welcome to the 130th General Spring Commencement of the University of North Dakota. Congratulations to the graduates of the class of 2018. We are proud of your accomplishments and happy to be with you to celebrate with you. I'd like to first of all introduce Dr. Casey Ryan, a doctor with All-True, former president of All-True, member of the State Board of Higher Education, who brings greetings to the graduates and their guests.
Good morning. I'm very pleased to be here today representing the North Dakota State Board of Higher Education. You may have heard about us. We seem to be in the news quite a bit. Our goal is really to do what's best for the state of North Dakota in regard to education of our citizens, education of people from out of North Dakota, and training people who ultimately will work in the state of North Dakota. So we do a lot of really good things, and no matter what you might read, we do care, and hopefully we do make a difference. So congratulations to the doctoral candidates and also master's candidates today. You've obviously done a lot. You've probably given your life to be where you are today. People had to make sacrifices, probably family, parents, spouses, children. So it is a day of relief and freedom, relief that you've attained one of your dreams, freedom that maybe you don't have to go to any more classes or take any more tests. But it's also a day that allows you to celebrate and then to look to the future, to dream, well, where am I going to go with this? UND, with what you've done, has given you opportunity, but it doesn't guarantee that you'll be successful. So you have to map your plan. In a sense, you have to decide what road you will take. And in my life, I've jokingly used the line, if you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there. So plan your future, dream, and if you have dreams, you can accomplish things. And if you don't have dreams, you probably won't get there. Thank your parents, thank your spouses. One of the things that you probably were never taught, at least I never even saw it in medical school, was how do you be nice to people? And it's not difficult. In many ways, you have to develop your value system. You have to learn to listen. You need to be fair. You need to be honest. And you really do need to be nice, because success for you will be more based on nice than brains. If you can be really nice and you really have a great brain, well, I'm going to call you an exception, and you should thank your parents. So enjoy the day. Remember University of North Dakota for what it has given you. I hope that many of you will stay and teach or educate others in the state of North Dakota, or work in the state of North Dakota, continue to contribute to what I feel is a great state that has a very bright future. And if you can't do it in North Dakota, then it's okay to do second best, which is try and work in Minnesota. So good luck to you.
Thank you, Dr. Ryan. We welcome those of you watching the commencement ceremony today online. We are pleased that you are enjoying this important moment as part of our outreach from the University of North Dakota. We are pleased to welcome graduates receiving their degrees through online or distance education programs who have traveled to be with us here today as part of the ceremony. We also extend a special welcome to our distance education graduates taking part in commencement through our webcast or Facebook online. This is your ceremony too, and we thank you for joining us from across the country and around the world. We congratulate and celebrate with you. Our graduates completing their degree at a distance and participating in this ceremony with us online have been offered the opportunity to have their names read at today's ceremony. We are pleased to include our distant degree graduates in this way. I'd like to first begin by acknowledging what wonderful music we got from pianist Brent Hermans for the pre-ceremony entertainment. Let's give him a round of applause. I want to acknowledge the faculty members that are out there today with their mentees. They do so much and are committed so much to making this a great university as well as to putting you on a path to success. Every university is only as strong as its faculty, and we have great faculty. Let's have all the faculty stand up and give them a round of applause. I also want to acknowledge UND staff. Staff is equally dedicated to the success of our university and to the students, and certainly working very hard on behalf of this ceremony today. Would we give a round of appreciation for all staff, please? We also have a lot of students that are helping out today. Our commencement honor marshals, UND student ambassadors, students who carried in the country international and tribal flags in the procession, and student and staff members assisting with the ceremony. Let's thank our students that are here throughout. But finally, the biggest thanks of all goes to the family members, the friends, the supporters that have done so much to help our graduates, to support our graduates, to be for them in their time of need, to encourage them. Would we give a round of applause to all of the families and friends of our graduates today? Now, as I introduce the platform, if you could stand and remain standing as I introduce your name. Casey Ryan, member of the State Board of Higher Education. Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Tom DiLorenzo. Alice Brecky, Vice President for Finance and Operations. Joshua Wynn, Vice President for Health Affairs and Dean of the School of Medicine and Health Sciences. Carol Hallgren, Vice President for Student Affairs and Diversity. Interim Vice President for University and Public Affairs, Peter Johnson. Hasham El-Rawini, Dean of the College of Engineering and Mines. Debbie Storrs, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Gail Rue, Dean of the College of Nursing and Professional Disciplines. Cindy Juttinen, Dean of the College of Education and Human Development. Paul Linseth, Dean of the John D. Odegaard School of Aerospace Sciences. Steve Light, Interim Dean of the College of Business and Public Administration. Stephanie Walker, Dean of Libraries. Deanna Carlson Zink, CEO for the UND Alumni Association and Foundation. Scott Carell, Registrar. David Tack, Commencement Stage Announcer. Amy Unruh, Commencement Stage Announcer. And Marie Sherrick, our sign language interpreter. Please give them a round of applause. Last month, my wife Debbie and I visited my mother, and were very pleased to find that one of her nurses, Morgan, was a 2017 UND nursing graduate. I very much enjoyed hearing Morgan tell my mother about my Star Wars commencement speech and say that I was a funny guy. We took a picture of her. We were so thrilled to have a UND alum caring for my mother. And as we did, the person in the next room, the pharmacist, said, "Hey, wait, I'm a UND alum as well." So we took a picture, with both UND alums. Then the head of nursing said, let's put this on our website, called their marketing manager. He too was a UND alum. So we took a photo of all three of them. Wow, leaders in action, each of them, serving their community, making us UND proud. UND is no ordinary school. We are not only the highest ranked university in a 250-mile radius in any direction, we are also the most likely alma mater of the doctor, nurse, healthcare professional, lawyer, judge, the school's principal, superintendent, counselor, the bank president, or business leader in communities across this region, as well as having alums that excel on the national and global stages. What makes UND and you, our graduates, special is our embracing the motto that is embossed on the degree, the diploma that you will receive: Lux et Lex, light and law. Light illuminates, law defines. We are called to illuminate and define the future. UND has been doing this since our founding, 6 years before North Dakota became a state. We continue to do so by having the first unmanned aircraft systems degree in the country, by being the largest online public university between here and Chicago, by being the only university northwest of Chicago to join Harvard, Stanford, and MIT on U.S. News' list of the 25 most innovative universities in America. Our graduates follow suit by being the first to fly over the North Pole, by being leaders in space, by desegregating Little Rock High School, by reinventing basketball, and by being chair of our nation's Joint Chiefs of Staff in the military. And also, Morgan was true to that motto when she used the latest technologies to help my mother. Innovation, change is happening at an accelerating pace, and it's important for us to stay true to that Lux et Lex by continuing to illuminate and to define the future. Nearly all of today's graduates in their lifetime will work at a job that has not yet been invented. And my mother, 87 years old, frail but very alert, was very excited to hear about the things we're doing at UND to prepare today's students for that future. Some of her grandchildren work in traditional careers: priest, medical doctor, lawyers, accountants, engineers, architects, teachers, and fighter jet pilot. But all of them are using technologies in their jobs that were unimaginable to my mother in her youth in the early 1950s. They had fighter jets back then, but not with the technology of an FA-18 Super Hornet that her grandson Charles flies. But her other grandchildren are working at jobs that were unimaginable in the 1950s. Josh founded and leads Brazil's largest online industrial supply company. We also have Christian, who works for Tesla, an electric car company. Luke digitally designs building panels. Sarah works on a database. Jeff is a lawyer for a gaming company. And John repairs wind turbines. And if you think about my mother's classmates, they would have had a hard time comprehending online retail, electric cars, digitally designing, databases, video games, and wind turbines. UND offers degrees today in unmanned systems or cybersecurity, and uses simulators and virtual reality in teaching, all unimaginable in 1950. What is the same is UND's faculty and staff continue our heritage of nurturing the critical thinking that liberal arts fosters to make sure that our graduates are prepared for a very turbulent future ahead. Try to imagine the world 20 years from now. I drove with a car to see my mother. 20 years from now, will you be in a driverless car or in an unmanned aerial vehicle? Will it be like the Jetsons or Guardians of the Galaxy, or will we just have Scotty beam us up? If you think about my wife showed my mother her great-grandchildren in Brazil using FaceTime on her iPhone, something unimaginable during my mother's youth. Will you be communicating with your grandchildren in Mars through a 3D hologram? Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, iPhone, Instagram. All of these are so much a part of our life that I would suspect that there's somebody using it right now as I speak. They didn't even exist a decade ago. And if you think about Moore's law that shows a doubling of the computing power every 2 years, it's going to have a profound impact on our future. I have an associate that gives me a hard time that her iPhone 10 is much better than my iPhone 8. But if you look at the numbers and do the calculations, a decade from now, computing power will be 32 times greater than it is today, and both of our phones will be in an ancient history museum. You go another decade after that, and computing power will be 1,000 times greater. Wait another 2 years, and you are at 2,000. So when we get to 2040, will we have Star Wars technology? Or will we have to wait another 2 years in order to get 4,000 times as much computing power? Many of you will be mid-career professionals with your children in middle school or high school. How will this change impact your lives? What degrees will you indeed need to offer in order to be prepared to prepare your children for the future? If you think about what we might be doing, are you going to be managing a fleet of unmanned vehicles, designing or programming the entertainment portions of those vehicles, or coming up with the new laws that are necessary to regulate them? Are you going to be the air traffic controller for an organization's fleet of private drones, or a family technology counselor that helps families pick the best robot from them? What will artificial intelligence do to change teaching and human services? And what new innovations will tomorrow's nurses be using to care for your mother? Forecasts suggest that future demand for jobs that require an undergraduate degree or a graduate degree will exceed those that are graduating in America today. So you have made the right choice to pick UND. But it is no longer a day where you can have one degree and done. You need to stay committed to lifetime learning, as we are committed to providing that here at the University of North Dakota. The other President Kennedy said, "For time and the world do not stand still. Change is the law of life. Those who focus on just the past or the present are certain to miss the future." UND class of 2018, I encourage you to put your diploma at a very visible place in either your home or office. And every time you see its Lux et Lex, remind yourself to continue learning, to keep yourself in a position to illuminate and define the future. Be the leaders in action you are destined to be. I'm confident you'll make us all UND proud. Thank you. Now we come to the part of our ceremony where we recognize our Chester Fritz Professor. The Chester Fritz Distinguished Professorship is the highest honor that the University of North Dakota bestows on its faculty members. A reflection of the generous spirit of legendary UND benefactor Chester Fritz, this award is reserved for those faculty members who demonstrate the highest degree of accomplishment in teaching, research, scholarship, and service. Those who receive this honor exemplify UND's mission to educate the next generation of student and community leaders, advance the frontiers of human knowledge, and serve the public good in North Dakota and beyond. In your program on page 13, you will find a short biographical summary that describes some of the reason this year's recipient has been chosen for this honor. In recognition for this distinction, this faculty member will be presented today with a medallion and a plaque, and will always carry the honorary title of Chester Fritz Distinguished Professor. Today, it is my pleasure to introduce a new Chester Fitz Professor, Elena Kabatava, Professor of Chemistry. Will you please come forward?
Thank you. It's an honor to be here. But I really would like to talk what touched me most. Just following the announcement of this award a couple of weeks later, I've started to see a lot of messages on social media through my former students and alumni. We as a faculty can affect lives, but we never know really. And so when you have in the future this moment when you realize, yay, there was this faculty who really pushed me hard and was annoying, but really, yeah, I'm guilty of that one, but really made a difference to make me to do big or small things. Do let them know, because that's what gives us motivation, that's what pushes us forward, that's what makes us do and serve you the best as we can. With that, I would like to thank you, and I also would like to thank you, UND Alumni Association and Foundation, for support of this award. Thank you.
Professor Kabatava, I am pleased to welcome you as a new member of the Chester Fritz Distinguished Professors. The next portion of today's ceremony involves the conferring of degrees to those candidates assembled before you. We will begin with our doctoral candidates. Candidates for the doctoral degrees in the School of Graduate Studies will be presented by Dean Grant Majimsi.
Thank you. Will the candidates for the doctoral degrees please rise? President Kennedy, these candidates have completed all requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Arts, or Doctor of Physical Therapy. I therefore have the honor of presenting them to you for the conferring of these degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the authority of the North Dakota State Board of Higher Education, I confer upon you the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Arts, and Doctor of Physical Therapy. I have the honor of welcoming you into the ancient and universal society of scholars with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, and I will now present you with the appropriate diploma, signed and marked with the seal of the university. In further recognition of your rank as doctor, you will be invested with a hood marked with the official colors of the University of North Dakota.
Doctor of Physical Therapy candidates, please be seated at this time. Doctor of Philosophy and Doctor of Arts candidates, please come forward with your advisors at the direction of the commencement marshals using the ramp on your right. Cross the stage as you are introduced, and after receiving your hood and diploma, exit the stage using the ramp on the opposite side of the platform. You will pose for a photo at the base of that ramp before returning to your seats.
The School of Graduate Studies is home to the highest academic degrees awarded by the university. The first Doctor of Philosophy degree was awarded in 1914. The school currently enrolls more than 2,800 students and offers 134 degree and certificate programs. Here are the candidates for the Doctor of Arts, Doctor of Philosophy, and Doctor of Education degrees in the School of Graduate Studies.
Colette Marie Adamson, receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Foundations and Research, presented by Dr. Stephen Lemire. Heidi Marie All-Quanbeck, receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Teaching and Learning, presented by Dr. Carolyn Ozaki. Afuya Mra Blay, receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Communication Sciences and Disorders, presented by Dr. Sarah Robinson. Catherine Ashley Bradshaw, receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Counseling Psychology, presented by Dr. Cara Wetterston. Sarah Lynn Crary, receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Leadership, presented by Dr. Sarah Nielsen. Fatima, receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Physics, presented by Dr. Nuri Angel. June Kay, receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Civil Engineering, presented by Dr. Sukhvarsh Jarath. MD Ali Haider, receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Electrical Engineering, presented by Dr. Riza Fazel Razai. Sonia Natalie Hathaway, receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in History, presented by Dr. Gordon Eisminger. Benjamin Champlin Wright Morris, receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in English, presented by Dr. Crystal Elberts. Rasika Nishanta Mahodega, receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Physics, presented by Dr. Nuri Angel. Alexander Lorando Pokernowski, receiving a degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Higher Education, presented by Dr. Stephen Lemire. Roylene Ross, receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Clinical Psychology, presented by Dr. Doug McDonald. Reem Ghassan Shadid, receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Electrical Engineering, presented by Dr. Seema Naganyan. Travis Dean Toth, receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Atmospheric Sciences, presented by Dr. Zhenglong Zhang. Oybek Turayev, receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Teaching and Learning, presented by Dr. Myrna Olson. Ajay Kumar Verma, receiving a degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Electrical Engineering, presented by Dr. Prakash Ranganathan. Ryan Thomas Meneth, receiving a degree of Doctor of Arts in History, presented by Dr. Ty Reese.
The recipients of the Doctor of Physical Therapy degree were honored at a convocation and hooding recognition ceremony last night. Here are the candidates for the Doctor of Physical Therapy degree.
Matthew J. Amond. Marianne Bachman. Mary Joyce Bartle. Alicia Marie Beckel. Amanda Nicole Belyax. Braden L. Benson. Tyler Lecomte Bentrup. Megan Noel Burnt. Carly Jo Birch. Haley R. Brinkman. Joseph Michael Burkhard. Allison M. Seigen. Caitlin Marie Darnell. Michaela Joy Dick. Lucas Claire Dolan. Mikkel Jordan Fetch. Brian Alexander Flett. Corey Lee Fredericks. Joseph Griffin. Kelsey Marie Gunnifson. Sadie Lee Hefta. Katerina Marie Hoyme. Nicholas James Holcup. Hunter Nathaniel Huberty. Tyler Daniel Kemnitz. Rachel Marie Klein. Jessica Lynch. Jamie Marie Majeski. Mackenzie R. Mears. Kaylee M. Muckenhern. Ashley Elizabeth Noss. Molly Arlene Nienhuis. Michael C. Picken. Chase Ryan Pruitt. Jenna K. Sagadol. Nicole Renee Sulfur. Michelle Amanda Sanders. Amanda Marie Slackyu. Joshua K. Sorvig. Carmen Ruth Stanhope. Alexandria Ann Sweeney. Jared Martin Searstead. Scott William Severson. Colin Gary Teichert. Esley Guy Thornton. Michael Timothy Utt. Laura Elizabeth Whiteley. and Anna Margaret Yanchek.
Congratulations, one and all. Let's give our doctoral candidates one more round of applause. I shouldn't say doctoral candidates, I should say new doctors. We are now at the point of the ceremony where we'll be conferring our master's degree. The candidates for master's degrees in the School of Graduate Studies will be presented by Dean Majimsi.
Will the candidates for the master's degrees in the School of Graduate Studies please rise? President Kennedy, these candidates have completed all the requirements for their respective master's degrees in the School of Graduate Studies. I therefore have the honor of presenting them to you for the conferring of these degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the authority of the North Dakota State Board of Higher Education, I confer upon you the master's degrees as listed in the program. I have the honor of welcoming you into the ancient and universal society of scholars with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, and I will now present you the appropriate diploma signed and marked with the seal of the University of North Dakota.
You may now be seated and come forward row by row in the order printed in the program. Follow the directions of the commencement marshals. As you approach the ramp on the sides of the stage, you will pause for a photograph before ascending the ramp to the stage. After you've received your diploma, scroll, and have been congratulated by the president, return to your original seats for the remainder of the ceremony using the ramp at the center of the stage. Please follow the directions of the marshals.
The School of Graduate Studies has maintained its enrollment over the past 5 years. The first master's degree was awarded in 1895. Today, 20% of the student body is made up of graduate students. Now, students who receive their degrees through our online programs will be recognized. They are participating through the internet. Their names will appear on the video screens in the auditorium. Here are the online candidates for master's degrees in the School of Graduate Studies, followed by the candidates who are here today. Sharisa Bigai, Maddie Bjornstead, Stacy Brizendine, Raymond Church, Heidi Crotto, Brooke Dahl, Leslie Ender, Nicole Erickson, Evan Fries, Vicki Harkness, Denise Headington, Heather Eibach, Ryan Jockers, Greg Jones, Gerald Joseph, Michael Lennertz, Linda Miner, Robert Moraletta, Nancy Olson, Melissa Pfeffer, Francis Powers, Heidi Prentice, Sarah Ricks, Vincent Rohr, Stephanie Russett, Aviva Rabanowitz, Gina Sorensen, Bagobo Tamushabi, Rebecca Unger, Jenica Weber, Anthony Willer.
Jessica M. Anderson, Kyle Anthony Bernhardt, Michelle Ann Brusen, Morgan Page Devine, Samantha Jo Ferroni, Samantha Jo Ferroni, Ashley J. Friesen, Alyssa Ann Hornbaker, Elizabeth Fugger Husband, Jordan Anthony Yeager, Emily Rose Kern, Catherine Michelle Coes, Natalie Marie Martinson, Brooke Elizabeth Olson, Marissa Elizabeth Sallow, Noah Scanlon, Carolyn Hannah Schab, Belinda Ann Schermerhorn, Billy Joe Soholt, Naomi Harwood Taberson, Kaya Lynn Walsh, Bria E. Willert, Amanda Young, Sukanta Sarbabidya, Jerry Renee Schultz, Zoe Marie Wergeland, Joseph A. Zickmund, Emily Ann Beaton, Tanya Becker, Nancy Sue Olson, Daniel Philip Jacobson, Alex Michael Schmaltz, April Syme, Agostino Siragusa, Sydney Strand, Lauren Page Strickland, Amy Lynn Krochek, Lisa Marie Trinka, Thomas Stanley Warman, Benjamin T. Lungris, Tracy Lee Melendez, Beverly Poppy, Emily Rose Adams, Benjamin Aaron Becker, Amelia Grace Burhow, Zachary R. Bone, Rachel Allen Bonneville, Caitlin Elizabeth Ann Bosch, Samantha Jo Coyle, Caitlin Rachel Duggan, Claire Ann Eidenschink, Madison Gershesky, Tyler John Gigerick, Heather Joy Goodwater Waltz, Ashlyn Jane Grinberg, Sarah Elizabeth Hansen, Alicia Christine Heisler, Kelsey Renee Hemberger, Megan Lynn Hilgers, Allison Jean Host, Michaela Marie Johnson, Sydney Krause Larson, Megan Lee Lauk. John Brian LeClaire. Jessica Ann McGee. Caitlin Renee Menke. Julia Marie McBreen. Jenna Lynn Meisner. Erica Teresa Motoro. Haley Bernice Nielsen. Bailey Ann Odegaard. Megan Christine Peterson. Juan I. Rosales Jr. Brianna Ray Safransky. Jamie Chanel St. Germain. Brianna Rose Terrelson. Haley A. Tollefson. Nicholas Scott Wallstrand. Brittany Ann Winter. Joanna Mariah Utrinka.
Leslie Ann Anderson. Kendra Cheyenne Apland. Caleb Marie Ashton. Cody Molstry Baxter. Ashley Marie Bjornerud. Christina Nicole Brooks. Jordan Michael Buckles. Kelsey Violet Daly. Catherine Ann Henniger. Emmanuel Hernandez. Lawrence Lee. Cynthia Marie Mills. Kaylee Lynn Potratz. Ashley Schultz. Emily Marie Stevenson. Kate Meredith Whalen. Kayla Marie Turnus. Kelly Hoverson. Christopher C. Matheson. Jonathan W. Nord. Andre Charles Robert Unicum. Rachel Elizabeth Goebel. Haley Ashton Rogers. Abdu Lila Osama Durandari. Ryan Hamilton. Debbie Acker. Radhika Shirunan Agumatu China Thambi. Seda Renee Ashnowitz. Kayla Lynn Bashan. Crystal Bearwald. Jessica Marie Barner. Sonia Kathleen Bauman. Erin Beisner. Lydia Lindsay. Rachel Margaret Bethke. Carolyn Ashley Brewer. Jocelyn Louise Britton. Beth Annette Brynjolfsson. Lilia Christine Budd. Alicia Bush. Kara Nicole Caven. Alicia Kebulek. Tracy Charisse Carbonneau. Kayla M. Clausen. Chelsea Ann Coons. Heidi Louise Crotto. Evan James Damsgaard. Stephen Detweiler. Alexa Renee Dusson. Alicia Erickson. Cassandra Elise Erickson. Nicole Danielle Betcher Erickson. Nicole Marie Ewerts. Brittany Elizabeth Ashley File. Mason Frank. Carrie Lynn Fugate. Matthew Ryan Fuga. Kristen Marie Giesbrecke. Anne Margaret Gill. J. Randy Ivor Jesfang. Rebecca Joyce Gonzalez. Michelle Renee Goodson. Laura Leanne Gore. Christopher Paul Goff. Christina Jean Gresh. Kelsey Elizabeth Gress. Megan Anastasia Grimsley. Camilla Gunderson. Elizabeth Ann Hahn. Nagmi Joe Hansen. Deanna Marie Heine. Mason Robert Heinrich. Bethany Louise Homan. Anne Marie Hook. Aaron K. Horntvedt. Erica Kate Horvey. Tarek Hosen. Fallon Alexis Jefferson. Kelton Olson Karboviak. Austin Taylor King. Kyle Luther Kirkpatrick. Caitlin Lee Claprod. Ashley Labenga. Caitlin Ann Crane LaCourciere. Catherine Marie Lamb. Nicholas Rye Lamoureux. Mackenzie Lee. Stephanie Alice Lee. Christina Rose Leonard. Kaylee M. Leikeman. Matthew Lucas Lawrence. Austin James Malum. Michelle Ecker Mastis. Jennifer Lynn McBride. Ashley R. Mayhus. Kate Allison Menzies. Anthony Ray Millett. Linda Marie Miner. Danielle Marie Mulder Swangsta. Heather P. Morissette. Hans V. Musgrave. Taylor J. Nelson. Ashley Ann Nephew. Michael Thomas Knoll. Heather Dawn Novak. Carrie Lynn Novak. Heather Joanne O'Brien. Joshua Olson Swigert. Jared Albert Olson. Oluwakaminke Omatola Omajiba. Menu Hashimi Patharina. Emily K. Peterson. Rachel Catherine Plambeck. Melanie S. Pratt. Haley Quinn Brzezinski. Rebecca Polkrebeck. Caitlin Jo Ralston. Amy Christine Rasmussen. Madison Ann Reese. Andrea Grace Witt Richards. Brianna Beth Ritchie. Renee Roy. Cheryl Jo Rudolph. Jennifer Johnson Sanderson. Kaylee Ray Shear. Amanda L. Schmig. Jody Beth Sawyer. Nathaniel Jeffrey Smith. Wesley G. Solway. Stephanie Joy Speedson. Courtney Spencer. Kathleen Ann Stevens. Vanessa Julie Sundin. Brianna Alice Searstead. Alyssa Noel Tate. Nicole Marie Thies. Amy J. Tungen. Jason Ulmer. Jamila Malik Ahmed Una. Jessica Ray Van Winkle. Peter Wasick. Jenny Lee Wires. Lindsay Marie Whiting. Kaylin Marie Williams. Leanne Mary Wolf. Renee M. Wolf. Nicholas Chandler Woods. Kelly Jo Zellman. Megan Marie Bergman. Mitchell Dean Brewer. Ashley Nicole Hammond. Mariah Jo Knudsen. Liana Renee Loonsfoot. Jennifer Melorna Newman. Melissa Sue Pfeffer. Dana Marie Rave. Vincent Charles Rohr.
Let's have one more round of applause for all our new master's degrees. I would now like to introduce Deanna Carlson Zink, CEO of the UND Alumni Association and Foundation. She will bring greetings as our newest alumni of the University of North Dakota.
It is my honor to welcome you as the newest members of the University of North Dakota alumni family. And I know some of you are already members of the family, like Nick Woods, who just crossed, and Dr. Michelle Sanders. Whether you are new UND alumni or now have 2, 3 degrees from this outstanding university, I speak for all your families and friends when I say, congratulations, UND class of 2018. Every one of you is now a great part of a legacy of more than 130,000 living UND alumni. And I can see that some of you are being recognized as family legacies by taking part in the tradition of wearing your green, pink, and white legacy cord. This cord recognizes a tradition and a connection that you share with your family members who have also graduated from UND. Now, I know that Gary and Sharon Rizak Anderson, who herself has 2 degrees from UND, are here to see 2 of their granddaughters graduate today. Welcome to the Andersons and all the UND family legacy members in attendance, and thank you for your continued support of UND. Some members of the UND alumni family are famous, like astronaut Karen Nyberg or Winnipeg Jets co-owner Mark Chipman. And yet others have quietly made a difference in the lives of thousands, like Deb Hirth, who is retiring this month after serving as a kindergarten teacher in the same classroom for the last 42 years in Lakota, North Dakota. This is the UND family you are now a part of, a family of innovators, go-getters, thoughtful and compassionate do-gooders. This year, there is a new opportunity for the class of 2018 to leave your mark on this campus. A class tree will be designated on the property of the Goretzky Alumni Center in recognition of your class, and you can become a part of this new tradition by giving as little as $1. As you head out to continue your legacy in the next chapter of your life, I leave you with one remaining assignment. Stay connected with your alma mater. You are the university's best ambassadors. Join the alumni Facebook page, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and stay connected with your alma mater and your fellow UND alumni. My sincere congratulations and best wishes to all of you. Remember, each and every one of you is now a part of the fabric and personality of this great university. Now go out and show the world what UND alumni can accomplish. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Deanna. I would just leave you with the parting comment to remember that lex et lex, light and law. Go out and illuminate and define the future and be the leaders in action that UND alums are always proud to be. Graduates will be ushered out of the arena and into the ballroom assembly area following the ceremony. We ask the members of the audience to stand and remain in their seats for the recessional, and then meet your graduates in the ballroom or lobby areas of the Alerus Center following the conclusion of this ceremony. Thank you all for attending the University of North Dakota's 2018 Spring Commencement Ceremony. This has been a wonderful celebration of the achievements of our graduates. We are pleased you could be a part of it. Congratulations to all the graduates and to their families. I wish you all the best. I again call on Haley Olson, who, accompanied by our pianist, Brent Hermans, will lead us in singing the Alma Mater. This familiar song is used at our traditional conclusion of all UND commencement ceremonies. The words, just in case you don't already have it memorized, are on page 1 of the commencement program. Please stand to join Haley in the singing of the Alma Mater.